Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. You may be seated. And first of all, I do want to thank you for waiting. This has been a very busy week. That started on Monday, and every day we're busily, if that's a correct word to say, getting things done. So it is a privilege to stand here in the East Room of the White House, a room steeped in the history of progress and change for our nation, and to announce a new bold chapter in American education. And this is one of the promises I made in this last campaign was a reimagining of the Department of Education. Other people wanted to do away with it. I want to reimagine it. Education has always been the cornerstone of the American dream. It's the ladder that allows every child, regardless of their background, to climb toward a better future. But for far too long, too many of our children have been denied the opportunity to reach their potential because of an education system that often values bureaucracy over results. Today, we are taking a decisive action to change that. Early this morning, I signed a directive to reimagine the Department of Education and focus its mission on empowering parents, expanding school choice, and supporting charter schools. This is not just a policy, it is a commitment to every family in America that your child's education will no longer be defined by their zip code, income level, or circumstances. For decades, families have been calling for change. I've spoken with parents across the country, parents who want the best for their children but feel trapped by a system that doesn't work for them. Parents in underserved communities who are desperate for better options for their schools that will inspire and prepare their children for success. To those families, I want you to know we hear you and we are acting. Under this directive, the Department of Education will be restructured to focus on innovation, accountability, and importantly, choice. We are creating the Office of School Choice and Innovation, which will lead efforts to expand charter schools, support voucher programs, and ensure that families are aware of the full range of educational options available to them. We're also launching the Charter School Expansion Initiative, directing significant federal resources to reciprocate the success of high performing charter schools, especially in underserved and rural areas. These schools are proving every day that when we innovate and hold ourselves accountable, our children can thrive. And I remember back in the campaign, I was talking to some folks up in Iowa. And Iowa's a very rural area. And their primary concern was the charter schools were going to come in and take all the students from the ISDs. That's not what this plan is about. And I never said that was the plan in the campaign trail. What this plan is giving parents choice. Every parent in this country deserves the right to send their student to an education facility, to a school that prepares them for success. And this is not just about creating more choices. It's about creating better outcomes for all students. And let me be clear. This is about equality. It's about ensuring that every family, regardless of their income, race, or location, has the access to the same opportunities. It doesn't matter if you live on the south side of town or the north side of town, you have the same opportunity. We're also working closely with states to remove the barriers that prevent families from accessing these opportunities. That means simplifying the process to establish charter schools, lifting caps on their growth, and expanding programs like education savings accounts, tax credit scholarships. This isn't about dismantling public education. It's about strengthening it by encouraging innovation and competition. When families have more options, every school, traditional, charter, or otherwise, is motivated to rise to the challenge. Let me share a story that illustrates what's at stake. And I think of this story all the time, and it's really it's not it's not about one single person, but what it's about is every parent in the country. And think about it. And I've said this so many times on the campaign trail. And I'm going to use as the school that I know the best back in Texas as an example. Every morning at 7:30, you drop off your most prized possession. Your child is priceless. You can't put a price on them. They are priceless. And at 3:15, it is your hope that when you get back in that car line or pickup line, walk up line, that your child is smarter than when you left him or her that morning, and also that he's safe. Think about that. Do you feel comfortable dropping off your most prized possession to an institution and have them prepare your student for the future? Or can you do that? And can you do that comfortably? And if you can't do that, you have the right under this plan. You have a right to go to another school where you're more comfortable. That's what we're talking about here, folks. That's what we're talking about. And it's about giving every child the chance to succeed, no matter where they come from or where they're going. I also want to say a word to our educators. This is not a challenge to you, it's a call to action. We know that great teachers are the heart of every great school, and we will continue to support you. This effort is about giving you the tools, resources, and flexibility to do what you do best: inspire and educate the next generation. You remember talking about back to basics back in the campaign? This is step one of that. To the parents who have been fighting for better options, I want you to know that we are here for you. Your voice matters, and this administration will continue to fight for your right to choose the best path for your child. And to our students, I want you to know that we believe in you. We believe in your potential, your dreams, and your ability to achieve greatness. This is about making sure you have the opportunities you deserve to succeed. Today marks the beginning of a new era in American education, one where innovation, equality, and opportunity are at the forefront. Together, we will build an education system that reflects the values of our nation, empowers families, and prepares our children for the future. Thank you. May God bless our students, our families, our troops, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.